Well, today's Sunday, the 29th of September. We're out at Hollywood Bets Gravel. We're on the turf, and we have 8 races on the card. Race 1, of course, the bipod. Race 2, PA. Race 3, pick 6. The 4th race is where that jackpot starts, and race number 5, jackpot 2. We start off in race number 1 with that bipod, as I mentioned, with a maiden plate fillies and mares. They're racing over 1,200 meters, and our betting here has a 1.8, 18 to 10 favorite in the form of number 5, Happy Fortune. And Magudla for the Moore stable after a good second on debut. 7 to 2, number 9, Regeneration. Third favorite here at 3.75 is number 8, Panthera Antia, and then it's the 1, Yellow Jacket, 5 to 1, 17 to 2, and better bar those. Gary John, good morning to you. Lovely to work with you again. Welcome, and how are we playing race number 1?
Morning, Lal, and morning to all the punters out there. In race 1, I think Happy Fortune is a worthy favourite. It ran a great race to the Ghost last time. And then just speaking on Yellow Jacket, the drop down to the 1,200 with the plum draw. I think this horse has a lot of value in it in this field. It's also had very bad draws recently, and now it's finally cracked the draw. I see the race here 5-1, and I have a little bit of respect for number 4.
All right, perfect. So that's how Gary's playing race number 1. 5, he likes it, but there's value at number 1 at about 5 to 1, and then the 4. Also throw that one into your trifectas and maybe the bipod. Race number 2 on the Sunday out at Hollywood Bets Gravel is a 1,600-meter maiden plate. It is the first leg of our PA. Big field here with 14 runners. The betting has quite a strong favourite in lieu of this big field, and it's number 7, Artist's Model for Mike de Kock, showing up at 16 to 10. 4 to 1 about number 6, Dapper, back from a 70-day rest. 8 to 1, number 2, Hoodwinked. And then it's 4, See My Future. Don't we wish we could see the future in horse racing? 10 to 1. The 11, Amigo, is at a 10 to 1. And then it's 12 to 1 and better by those. So quite a sizable field here with all of these runners. But still, the bookies have got quite a strong favourite, the son of Buffalo Bill Cody. Gary, are we working around this one?
Lal, this race I make it between 2 horses, Dapper and Artist Model. I think Artist Model is also a worthy favourite here, just seeing how it improved last time. And also just speaking on its first run to Red Mountain when it was drawn very badly. It was very unlucky that day and could have finished a lot closer. And then Dapper, the form line has been franked with Mark's Mazarin coming out to win again and Burning Man coming out to win. I really make it between number 6 and 7. I found it very hard to split them. And my third choice here would be a Shiny Bob, and I have a little bit of respect for Hoodwinked. But I think numbers 6 and 7 will get us through the bipod and the PA. I'm very confident on that.
All right, thanks, Gary John. We like the confidence. So number 6, Dapper, number 7, Artist Model, both drawn perfectly well in this big field. We'll play around them in all of our exotics. The pick 6 this afternoon starts in race number 3, 2,000 meters, maiden plate for the fillies and the mares. Again, quite a biggish field here with the 12 runners. And I'm so glad Gary John's doing this, not me. It looks quite a tough start to the pick 6. 4 to 1, number 7, Syrian Steel. 9 to 2, the pair, Grand Occasion, that's number 11. And number 12, Walkie Talkie. It's then 5 to 1 about number 9, Our Lady Fate. And perfectly picked number 5 is at 11 to 2. After those, it's 12 to 1 and better. The question here, Gary John, how many do we need in the first league, the pick 6? And the betting does look quite open. So is the betting reflective on this sort of field, or do we need to take a few of those outsiders as well?
Lal, this is a very tricky contest. For the pick 6s, I'll definitely be putting in field in this leg. My first choice is number 11, Grand Occasion. I do feel this form line is strong enough to beat a field like this. And just speaking on my second choice, Our Lady Fate, I think it's got a big chance in this field. I really like its second run where it ran to Lucrative. It was a great run. But all in all here, I think you need field in this leg. I give every horse a chance. But if I was leaning towards anything to have a bet on, it will be number 11, Grand Occasion. I'm not too scared of the draw 11. I think it will definitely overcome, and I think this form line's good enough to be there.
All right, and most of these horses tackling the 2000 for the first time, and that makes it even more difficult. So Gary John says, yep, play wide. The value could, by the sound of him, be number 9, Our Lady Fate. But play wide there, race number 3, first leg of the pick 6. Race number 4, first leg of our jackpot 1 this afternoon. Again, 2,300 meters for this middle stakes. And yeah, that of course in the favour of the fillies. And just quickly looking through, I don't think there are any, which, no fillies and mares in this race. So it makes it pretty fair. Best weighted, of course, number 1, Red William. But the betting has number 6, Blackberry Breeze, who's now relocated here from Gauteng. That's for Alison Wright. That's your favourite at 7-2. 9-2, number 3, French Trip. Good consistent form for this one. The best weighted, number 1, Red William, is at 5-1. Then we got 3 horses at 11-2. That's number 2, All Around the World. Number 5, Quantifier. And the 9 horse, which is the son of Eightfold Path, all 11-2. 15-2 and better bar those. First leg of this jackpot 1, Gary John, how are we playing?
Lyle, I know there's a nice carryover this weekend with the jackpot ones throughout the weekend. Just speaking out, Red William, I do feel that this horse could be a better poly horse, but it's going to enjoy the step up in trip. I have healthy respect for it. My first choice here is French Trip. I feel that last time it ran against a really nice bunch. My only question mark is the distance here. And I also have respect for a horse called Quantifier. We all know it stays, and it's also run with some really nice stayers. So in this race here, very open once again, but I'd have to lean towards number 3, French Trip, my second choice, Quantifier, and my third choice, Red William. I do have respect for Lucretius. It will enjoy also the step up in trip.
All right, so there we go, 3, 5, 1 and 9. But Gary John says again, quite an open race. Big jackpot here. Get your jackpot 1 on. Expected 1 million rand, 14.25. Here's a nice race. Race number 5, graduation plate, 1,100 meters. First leg of our jackpot 2. We've got some little talented individuals running here. They include number 3, Cat's Pajamas for Frank Robinson. That's at 17-10. And number 4, Buffalo Storm Cody, trading 33-10. The 9, Luhamba Pambile, is at 9-2. And then it's 8-1, number 5, Cold Shine, as well as number 7, Navajo Nation. And then it's 9-1 and better bar those. Luna Luck is at 9-1. So, if you do mess up that first leg of that first jackpot, or you want to have another crack at it, jackpot 2 starts here at 1,500. And Cat's Pajamas obviously arrives off a cracking win last time. Buffalo Storm Cody. There's talent here, Gary John. Nice race.
Yes, Lyle, the class package in this race does look like Cat's Pajamas. It looks very hard to beat, in my opinion, in this race. I really liked this last run where it beat Danton from Stanton. There was a lot of winners that came out of there. Also, just speaking on Warrior of Royalty, I feel like this horse was priced up wrong. It can definitely sneak into the top 3, if not win it. I liked the way it won last time after the gelding. At 10-1, you can't get hurt. And obviously, this Cat's Pajamas, it's got the draw, it's got everything going for it here. I think it's definitely going to be in the top 3, Cat's Pajamas. I see the race 3-1, but I will be having a small bet on Warrior of Royalty.
All right, so there we go. Gary John likes the horse at a price here, certainly for a place. Warrior of Royalty at around 10-1. Cat's Pajamas, the class, and there are a few other that will be nibbling at his hooves. Nice race, this race 5. First leg of our jackpot 2. Race number 6 is a Fillies and Mares 96 handicap, and they're racing over the 1,200 meters, and that goes off at 15:35 this afternoon. Let's take a quick look at the top few in the betting. Pretty Victory, who's in such consistent form, she comes back from a well-deserved rest, and she's at 18-10. Ubu Kwebezani is your second favourite share at 5-1 for MJ Udendal. This individual, daughter of Urson Getrix, looking for a 3-timer. 11-2, number 4, Russian Doll. Then it's 8-1 about number 1, Stormy Choice. If you get a chance to get out to Greyville today, Sunday, Go and have a look at Stormy Choice. She is the most beautiful looking horse you'll see. Number 3, Lady Heist, is a 10-1, and then it's 12-1 and better bar those. So, Gary John, Pretty Victory. She should be right back here after a rest to pick up her winning ways.
Yes, Lal, I have to agree with you here. It is another tricky contest, but also I lean towards Pretty Victory slightly. But I do have very healthy respect for number 7, Ukubela Bazana. Just on its last run, it beat Magical View, which came out to 1, and the form line's been franked. I also see here that it's unbeaten on the course and distance. So I do have to lean slightly towards that over Pretty Victory. And also, speaking, Stormy Choice is going to love coming back to Greyville with the plum draw. It should be right on top of them. And also, I think Lady Heist, I'd liked its form, but the only question mark is also the drop back to the 1200 with the source. I know it's a game individual, and sometimes it's very hard to get past the source. But a tricky contest. I see the race 7-9-1.
Right, 7, 9, and 1 for Gary John. A bit of value with a 7 there, who's trading at 5-1. Trappy little race this, even though there's talent, there of course weights come into play. Our penultimate race on the card is the Fillies and Mares 80. They're racing over 1,900 meters. Let's again have a look at that betting. We have a 28-10 favourite, number 1, Vihan's Queen, the daughter of Erupt, for Gareth van Zyl. The 2 horse here, your second favourite, 4-1, Garth Puller and Anton Goodler taking the ride. It's then 9-2 about the 3 of them. Those are number 3, Hot Strike, the 4, Petite Verdot, and number 8, Escapologist, all at 9-2. And then we can see 10-1 and better bar those. So again, judging by the betting anyway, this does seem like a typical Fillies and Mares handicap where there are quite a few chances over the 1900. So yeah, we'll see how many runners are there. 8 runners that'll be going down to the post at 16:10 this afternoon. Gary John, how are we playing this one?
Lal, in this race here, I really like a horse called Petite Verdot. I feel that it's definitely in the weights with Escapologist, and I know Escapologist did beat it last time, but the weight turnaround and also the draw, I think it will make a difference today with this horse. And obviously the 1900 meters, I really like this horse Petite Verdot in this field. I think it can get it right. And then just speaking on another horse called Give Us Grace, if this horse comes back to its best, I think it could also pop up. It's a massive price, and I do give it a chance with Muzi on board. He's also riding very well at the moment. So, yeah, in this race here, I see it between numbers 1, 4, 5, and 8, but my first choice will definitely be number 4 here.
Right, so again, Gary John might have found some value here. Number 4 at 9-2. And don't leave number 5, Give Us Grace, at 25-1 out of your play, trifectas, and quartets. Race number 8 is a merit rated 73 handicap. They're racing over the 1600 meters this afternoon for the final race. It looks difficult to me. Hope Gary John can find us 1 or 2. We have number 2 for Mike de Kock at the top of the boards at 9-2. Muzieni taking the ride. 5-1 about number 11. That's Night Jar. 11-2, number 14. Obviously, it won't be too easy from that draw, but Henry Harvey did win very well in debut, beating a sizable field. The 8, Shotgun Willie, is at 7-1. 8-1 about Bomb Bomb, number 3. And then the 5, Pongola, also showing up at 8-1. 14-1 and better bar those. They've got a mile to run here, the final race. Gary John, help us in the final.
Now, in this last race here, I like Pongola at 8-1. I see a lot of value in this horse. I think it can beat this field today. It's got the draw 5, nothing wrong with that. It's also won at Greyville before. And just speaking on Henry Harvey's first run, it was an absolute cracker. I think this was going to love the 1600 meters. I've just got a question mark with the draw 14, but this horse could be anything. It showed a nice turn of foot on debut. I do have respect for it. And then one other horse I have respect for is a horse called Papa C. It's at 16-1 odds. It could pop up in this field. I know it's coming off a layoff. Just speaking on its last run, 1.9 lengths to Flagman, which was a great run. I do know Pongola does have it held on the Canford Ice run, but also Papasi has beaten it in its last victory on the 7th of Jan. But I had to lean towards Pongola as my first choice here, number 5, and my second choice, number 7, Papasi, and my third choice will be Henry Harvey.
All right, we love it. Some real value here. Pengola is 8-1 and Papa C's at 16-1. So maybe a few swingers, quartets, play around those. If they run into the money, they should pay nicely.